It was starting to look a little bit oily, but not anything I couldn't live with. But of course, once I put the mask on, you know, like, let me show you. Hi, it's Nørgaard. So today I'm back with a new foundation review. Today I'm reviewing this foundation stick by Technic. So I just applied it. I'm going to wear it throughout the entire day, and we are going to see how it looks at the end of the night. Yeah, and of course I will show you how it applies. I will tell you about the shades and the claims. And I'm actually going to Poland today, so I will do a check-in, you know, before I go to sleep in a completely different country. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it in the video, but this foundation retails for £5 on Technic's website. But you can always get coupon codes on Technic, so definitely don't buy it full price. And I do have a bunch of other reviews of foundations from Technic. I will link them up in the cards. And yeah, let's just get into it. So if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And you can also click the bell to get post notifications. And now without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so as always, I'm going to prime half of my face, so we can see if there's a difference between how the foundation works on primed skin versus non-primed. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer because I do have oily skin. So I'm going to prime this side of my face. I get very oily in the T-zone, especially right here and on the chin. So we shall see if there's a difference. Okay, so moving on to the foundation, this is what it looks like. I think it's quite a sleek packaging. It is a little bit flimsy, it is just plastic, but I think it looks rather nice. And I have this in two colors. I bought it in Ivory and Porcelain. So Porcelain is the lightest color and Ivory is the second lightest. And I think I'm just gonna mix the two colors. Now this foundation comes in a very limited shade range, just like with every other foundation from Technic. Technic only has 6 shades in all of their foundations. It's way too little, so that's definitely the biggest con to Technic's foundations, because a lot of them are really good. I've done reviews of a lot of them in the past and I have really liked them, but the shade range is not good. So anyway, you get 6 grams of product in one foundation stick. So here I have 2 other drugstore foundation sticks. So this Revolution foundation stick comes with, it doesn't say on here, great, I will look it up. So it seems the foundation stick from Revolution comes with 6.2 grams, so very similar to the Technic. And then here I have the Superstay foundation stick by Maybelline, and this one has 7.5 grams. So the Technic sticks do come with the least amount of product out of the foundation sticks that I do have, but it's not a huge difference, you know, it's not like half of the product, so I think it's alright. And before I start applying it, I'm just going to tell you the claims. So on Technic's website it says, our latest foundation for naturally flawless looking skin. Its lightweight, easy to blend and creamy formula can be used as a foundation base, contour and concealer, with a buildable coverage so you can easily layer the foundation to suit your look perfectly. Okay, so it's supposed to be lightweight, easy to blend, kind of a multitasking product and buildable. So let's go ahead and try it out. So I'm going to apply the lighter color kind of in the center of my face, and then the darker one on the other parts. Wow, that matches really great. You see how that's almost invisible because it's so close to my skin tone? Okay, so I'm going to blend it out with a foundation brush. So far it definitely feels creamy. I feel like it might be a little bit oily, so we shall see how it holds up, but it's definitely creamy enough and it blends out easily. I feel like it's probably a medium coverage here on the first go, and it definitely seems more matte on the primed side. It's not as shiny over here, and it is a little more dry. It's not as creamy on the primed side. The primer kind of tones down the very like slick, almost oily like feeling of the foundation stick, which I like because I don't want my foundation to be slipping and sliding. I think it looks pretty good on the pores on both sides. And it did say it was buildable, so I am going to add a little bit more. So let's tap that in. I feel like that added some more coverage. The only thing is that when you build a very like oily foundation, it can easily, you know, it tends to break down more. So I don't know if this was actually a good move, but I wanted to test out if it's buildable, you know? So far I will say it was definitely easy to blend and it feels lightweight. I don't know about the multitasking purposes because I'm not trying to contour or like use it as concealer or highlight. So I can't really speak on that. But I do also think it is buildable. My only concern is that it is pretty shiny. Like you see all of that shine. And also on the other side. So I definitely think it's going to break down faster than I want it to. And I'm also a little uncertain if it's gonna like be like wiped away easily, like if I touch my face or wear a mask or anything. But I guess we shall see. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I am going to wear concealer and powder. I'm going to use my Born This Way concealer and then my Fenty Beauty powder and a little bit of this Essence You Better Work powder. So this is a translucent powder. This one I'm going to use to set my concealer. Not going to use any setting spray. And yeah, I will show you what it looks like once I'm done with all my makeup, and I will show you of course what it looks like after some wear. So I will see you later.
A few moments later.
Okay you all, I put on the rest of my makeup. This is the finished look. It is now 1 o'clock. I will update you later on how it's looking. So far I like it. So we shall see how it wears. So yeah, let me just show you up close. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you all later.
Later.
Okay you guys, so here is my update. So last time I saw you was in Denmark when it was like 1 p.m. Now I am in Warsaw and it is midnight. So the foundation stick has been on for 11 hours. And of course I have been flying, so I have been wearing this mask. And as you can see, I know the quality is not the best because the lighting is not here. You know, it's not like my light boxes and my ring light. But you can see how shiny this forehead is. Okay, I haven't touched up or anything. So when I got to the airport, before I started wearing the mask, it was around like 4:30. So by that time, the foundation stick had been on for 3.5 hours. It was starting to look a little bit oily, but not anything I couldn't live with. But of course, once I put the mask on, you know, like let me show you.
What the hell is this?
Look at this. So yeah, it wiped off my nose like instantly. I put on the mask and then maybe like 15 minutes later, maybe half an hour later, I went to drink some water and I just saw how all the foundation was gone from the nose. But as you can see, it's also gone from like the cheek, the chin, kind of the jawline. I feel like it's a little bit better on the primed side, but only a little bit. Of course, this is after 11 hours of wear. But like look at all the grease. Like there is not a spot on my face that is not greasy. It is almost kind of funny. So yeah, my final thoughts on the foundation is that it is a little bit oily. I think I can wear it, but I definitely have to wear a matte primer underneath it. And it's one of those that's not gonna stay matte for a long time. It's one of those I have to touch up. I don't think it's a horrible foundation. I think it stayed very true to color. And I feel like it still has a lot of coverage in the places where it's actually still on my face. And it does feel very lightweight. I haven't been bothered by my foundation at all. So I think it's pretty good. If you like matte foundations, this is not for you. But if you have dry skin or you like the dewy look, I think you will like it. Yeah, that's my little update. I'm sorry again for the quality and the messiness of my face right now, but this is real life, you know. So yeah, don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the bell to get post notifications. And that's all. So I will see you in my next video. So take care and bye bye.
Let go. It's the original Batman.